Hello, this is a project on building a CI/CD pipeline for house price prediction. So I will go through an overview of the project and the project plan, and once that is done, we can look into how the demo of the project works. So basically, this is a project which demonstrates how to implement continuous integration and continuous delivery, and it is doing it for a simple machine learning prediction of house prices. So the overview of the project, we have a project plan, an architectural diagram, how CI is implemented in GitHub, and how CD, we will show how CD is being done using Azure pipelines. So as a part of the implementing the agile process, there is a link to the Trello board and there is a spreadsheet which includes the final project plan. So I'll just go through the spreadsheet. This is the spreadsheet for the entire year starting from January all the way till December 2022, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, and it has been grouped into 4 respective quarters. So we are aiming at completing 6 projects, starting with data modeling with Postgres, data modeling with Apache Cassandra, and building data warehouse and data lakes, and finally moving on to building a CI/CD pipeline. So the plan, as per the project plan, the first 2 projects will be completed in the first quarter. Projects 3 and 4 will be completed in the second quarter, and 5 will be done in the third quarter, and 6 will be done in the fourth quarter. There is a difficulty level that is associated with each of these tasks as well, and this is a weekly project tracking. Moving on to the Trello board that we have over here, a simple Trello board is created where we are tracking what is yet to be done and what is in progress and what's already completed. So all the projects like data modeling with Postgres and Apache Cassandra are already completed, and as well as building data warehouse and data lakes. The current project is implementing continuous integration with GitHub, and after that what is to be done is a demo of the project and continuous delivery. So a simple Trello board like this along with labels has been created. Moving on to the repository. First, for the continuous integration, this is the repository. You have the GitHub, which is your source where your code resides, and continuous integration can be set using GitHub Actions. And we will first do it using GitHub Actions, and also we can do it using Azure Cloud Shell. We will just see this as we proceed. So the entire project code is there over here. We have the entire project code over here. And you will go to actions over here and set up GitHub Actions. So if I can look at any one of these things, and you go to the build, so there are different tasks that have to be done, and all of these tasks have completed successfully. As you can see, all of these tasks have completed successfully, and this GitHub build is built based upon a make file that was created. So if I go and get into this make file will install it will install whatever is needed, that is, it will upgrade pip and it will install all the libraries that are present in requirements.py. Then we will test the code and we will lint the code, and all is going to run all of these 3 components like install, lint and test. So all of these things will be run every time a commit has been made into this repository. All of these things will be run, and then it verifies that the project is ready for it is continuously integrated, that every time anyone checks in the code, all of these tests will be run to make sure quality is ensured. And this project, moving on to Azure Cloud Shell. So this is my Azure portal. Open a Cloud Shell, and I have created an SSH key, put the SSH key into my GitHub repository, and I have cloned my GitHub repository. And after cloning the GitHub repository, here is the command az web app up to, I will give a name for my web app, and this is going to ensure that the web app is up and running. And once the web app is up and running, you can just copy this this URL over here and paste it on your browser to make sure that it is running. So quickly I'll just copy this and put it over here to ensure that your yes, you can see that it is giving the title. So our web app is running. And you can also run the predict Azure app over here. So it is going to give you a prediction. Before doing this, we will also run the make all. So when you run the make all of the pylint, install pytest and pylint, all of that will happen simultaneously to ensure that the project passes. So that is continuous integration on Azure clouds. Azure Cloud Shell that we can see via a screen. I executed it earlier before this recording, that we can see it via this screenshot. So yes, the repository is cloned, and yes, over here in the screenshot you can see that all of it has completed successfully. Moving on to the continuous deployment part on Azure organizations, Azure dev organizations. A project ML deploy has been created over here. Let's look into the project. This is the project. I can go to project settings, and I can also go to service connections over here. So a new service connection has been created, and with this service connection will be used to create a pipeline. I will get into pipelines, and you can see that a pipeline has already been created. So this pipeline is created based on a YAML file. The YAML file is available in the GitHub repository. I can go here and we can look into the YAML file, Azure Pipelines 3.yaml. So this has got two stages. It is going to build and it is going to deploy. So build will check the continuous integration part, and deploy is going to deploy an application server. And looking into this pipeline, we can see that it has two stages as told before, the build stage and the deploy stage. The build stage is also completed and the deploy stage is also completed. The build is continuous integration and the deploy is continuous deployment. So every time a new code is checked into this repository, this gets triggered, and with the build stage, it ensures continuous integration in the sense it tests the code is of proper quality, passes all the test cases, and this deploys the corresponding web app server. So this is the end of the demo. I will be sharing link to the repository which you can go through. Thank you.